Okay, today we're starting Homestead Arcana because it leaves Game Pass in like 6 days. First, I need to see if subtitles can be enabled. No, but I'm sure that's fine. From what I've looked up, it takes 19 hours for the main story, and for completionist, 38 hours. I think we can get a good start on it and a feel for the game. So let's go. Whoa, they have a lot of save files to choose from. We get to make our person. What? Okay, that's just confirming options. How do I... Okay. We're gonna call our character Avery. Next. These don't seem too different. I guess it's, you want to be a guy or a girl? We'll do that. Skin color? It'd just be red. Why is the like... Is there anyone who is this white? That's a little too white for my vibes. I feel like in this game, Avery will be out in the sun a bit, so she can have a bit of a tan. Eye color. I'm vibing with this blue. I like that. That's cute. Hair. A bandana. No, I didn't want to like... Ah! These controls are so confusing. Okay, we have a braid. Side cut. I need to turn my game volume up a bit more. That's kind of cute. I think we'll go with the... Where is it? Medium long. Why is it long clipped? Ah. I'm reading the text underneath. That is not long. Oh. Nah, I think I like that one better. Hair color? I wanna like a dark black. That seems fine. Nice. Okay, here's Avery. What adventures is she going on? I have no idea.
The world was not always covered in miasma. As a matter of fact, We used to live all over the surface of the earth, in scattered outposts and bustling cities. Whether it was by divine punishment or by consequence of human greed, we lost all those things, and more. These days, folks live on barren mountaintops, fearing the day the miasma's fog rises high enough to poison what little land there is left. Certainly, there were a brave few who tried to stem the tide, but they paid dearly for it, with nothing in return. No, there is little hope for long-term survival now. Instead, towns like Little Rock endure to thrive as much as they possibly can. With the time they have left, they establish initiatives like the Homestead Arcana program, which places witches of age at lower elevations so they may cultivate plants for back home. With the lack of viable land, this means witches settle right next to the border where the miasma lies. Though Little Rock Council cannot officially take action, they strongly advise these witches to avoid the miasma at all costs. For fear of death, or worse.
Homestead Arcana.
This is your stop, ain't it?
Look at the cat.
Got everything on you, bud? Thanks for the ride, Abraham.
Yep. Well, see you later. Son willing, of course.
Is the game really quiet for you guys too? Or is it just me?
All right, let's mosey on down.
Damn, I think it's just me. I can barely hear. I had to fix these headphones. Okay, camera movement. How do we pause? I want to... Look at this little kitty. I want to pet him. Why does he keep walking backwards? Okay, LB to run. Meow. This doesn't really feel like running. That tree is really pretty.
And there it is, the Dust Eater. That means we've reached our spot. This place has hardly changed. Well, except for all that miasma. Yeah.
Where did the little kitty come here?
Somewhere in that canyon. Of course, it's covered in miasma now. Who knows what's left? Anyway, Councilman Narrows has given me the honor of overseeing your initiation rites. Normally, he'd be running it, of course, but I've only been back for a week, you know? I wanted to see for myself how much you've improved since I last saw you. So the first rite is to establish a home. After all, you can't be a homesteader without a home. Unfortunately, you'll need to start off with a tent. Not the most sturdy of structures, but gotta start somewhere.
Ooh, we got a tent. I figured out the volume. I can now hear my game. Is that little counter in the corner like the time played?
How's it going? What do you want to talk about? Hey, do you remember your first plant? The first one you raised
No.
without Ma's help. It was... Now, what was it? Well, it was a flowering plant, that's for sure.
I
You know
think
what?
Avery would grow
I
daisies.
think you're right. Downright invisible in the snow they were. I remembered you cared for those flowers more than you cared for yourself. Sometimes I'd catch you sneaking out in the middle of the night just to watch them. It seemed to pay off, though. Within a week, they were blooming. In the middle of winter, no less. Really showed the power of tender, loving care right there. Sure, the magic helps, but... What I'm trying to say is... It's good to care. Not enough people in this world care anymore.
Okay. This goopy stuff is cool. I want to go like right around. Can I jump? I want to... This is so sad. I cannot jump. But I want to go right around on it. I played Solar Ash a month ago. And you ride around on all those like goopy goo sludge stuff. The sign reads, Abraham the Porter, available from potions from 6 AM to 11 AM. Male birds are on their own schedule. Is this a real-time game? I fear I didn't pay attention. I don't know how to place my tent.
That'll keep the elements
Okay.
out. Probably. Maybe. Don't worry. You'll get the materials to build a proper house before long. Just like your Aunt Matilda did. Now, the second rite demonstrates your
Whoops.
know-how. You'll need to plant a seedling and then make it grow. We'll start with a Little Rock favorite. Corn.
We had to grow some corn. Must be nice. Where is the... Okay. I assume I'm meant to be growing stuff in here. It's all like messy though, it needs cleanup. We'll do it right next to the tree.
All right. Now I want to see you cast a watering spell.
Recipes. Ooh, the map. Objective. A logbook. Why is the only tutorial opening inventory? How do I cast a spell? All I can do is get out a shovel. Oh.
That should help it grow, at least a little. Of course, channeling is much more effective. You do know how to channel, right? Stop pulling my
No.
tail. I've seen you channel before. Channeling is that thing you do where you pull mana from the earth and guide it through the plant, making it instantly grow. You know, channeling.
It's that thing you do.
Now stop making me look like a fool and show me you can channel.
This guy's bossy. Yeah. It's a little mini game. I think we got them all.
Beautiful. Imagine if you
We
couldn't
grew our
channel,
first
huh?
ear of corn.
Plants would take forever to grow. Of course, you don't want to overdo it and blight the poor thing. All things in moderation, right? The second rite is complete, and now time for the third. You'll prove yourself as a witch by building a cauldron and then brewing spell potions. Now, I can't just give you a cauldron. That's part of the witching
What?
test. But technically, a workbench doesn't have anything to do with being a witch, right?
How do I... This is so odd. I'm not sure how I feel about these controls. But I want to put my bench with my tent.
I don't mean to nag, but are you sure that's the best place for it? Try moving it to a better spot.
What? Put it here
Not
then.
sure if that's a good spot for it either. No matter. If you anyway, the cauldron. You'll need wood for the foundation.
He's not even
lavender for
talking to me, he's
purification,
just
and
looking
metal for
away.
the, well, cauldron. You can get some of those things in the meadow to the north, but that's blocked off. Luckily, I have all the ingredients you need.
Okay. Sleep at your shelter to pass the time and heal. Upgrade. I ain't yet to finish reading it. Other tools. Waymaker. Crafting station. Cauldron. Oh no, this is a real-time game, isn't it? How do I collect it? Okay.
Very nice. All it needs now is something brewing in there and you'll be a real witch. Which brings me to the third rite. Potion making. With what you've currently got, you'd only be able to make a ripple potion. But that's alright. Ripple is plenty useful. Oh, right. You need silver. Before you ask, I do have some on me, but these will be the last of the handouts.
What? I want to put my cauldron over here then. Can I see what this does? One of the first spells a young witch will learn, as it is useful. Whoops. One of the first spells a young witch will learn, as it's as useful as it is to craft. As easy as it is to craft. Alright.
People are always losing things, right? And Ripple is great for finding stuff. So this will be a bestseller for sure. Anywho, you've just completed the initiation rites. So you're now officially a part of the Homestead Arcana program. Congratulations. Your reward lies in... Oh no. You have to
What now?
understand the miasma tides are unpredictable. When I hit it a week ago, the border was a good 10 yards away. What I'm saying is, I think your prize is in the miasma. Kid,
I'll go
it's
in and
the
get it.
miasma. The air is pure poison, and the things that live in there.
No, I'm built different. I can do it.
Well, not so soon, anyway. When you're ready, meet me by the border and listen to my instructions, okay?
How spooky. What if I just...
Hey, where are you going? That's the miasma. You don't want to go there. Come back.
Man. I wanted to go off on my own.
All right. As soon as you walk through that veil, you're gonna be breathing miasma. And you're really gonna feel it in your lungs. That's why it's important that you find the reward as soon as possible. It's in a crate not too far from here, but it might be hard to see it.
What are these blinking
Drinking a
animations?
ripple potion will enchant your sight and help you see better. Come on, give it a sip.
Why does it always go... Okay, that's confusing. So I gotta cast
Hey,
it.
where are you? Notice how I'm big and bright? Anything important will light up like I do.
No, I can't even see you.
Okay. Don't stay too long in the miasma. Keep an eye out for a wooden crate. It shouldn't be too far from the entrance.
Let's go. Blasting powder. Used to clear pathways blocked by pink porous crystal. An incredibly rare item nowadays, as its crafting materials can only be found in locations now covered by miasma. Is there anything else I can get in here, or is that it? I think that's it.
You okay? Are you dizzy? How's your breath? Your blood pressure?
Your blood pressure?
Are you sure? Maybe it's a miasma talking. Either way, we need to get you some food. The box had blasting powder.
I have that
right?
ear corn
You
I
should be able to use
grew.
it to destroy the pink stone that's blocking the path up north. Over there, we should be able to get you a quick bite to eat.
Snack time! Where's this crystal? I'm so confused. I'm going north, am I not?
How's it going? All right.
Is there a different path? This compass is really confusing. Oh, the western field. What? I'm so lost. Here we go. You see now, there's wild plants everywhere. You bet you could even find a bush of metal if you looked hard enough. But first, you need to find an apple. If only to make yourself if only to make your familiar worry less. That looks like an apple tree if I ever saw one. What is this? Mildly sweet and incredibly juicy. The possibilities are endless.
Give it a bite.
We get some more.
Feeling better? You should keep looking around here, by
Num num num.
lots of wood, metal, various herbs and spices. Now, I understand that you might want to explore the miasma some more, but there are other things you can be doing. For example, Abraham should be coming back any time now, and when he does, he'll have useful things to buy. And oh, I think you have mail. You should always be checking your mail. Never know what's gonna be in there.
Okay. Is there anything else I can get in here? What's this? An onion. Do I need to water it again? If I channel it, does that mean I get another onion like instantly? What do you mean no valid targets? Can I swim? Nope, you just walk straight in.
How's it going? What do you want to talk about?
I didn't want to talk to you, no.
What?
Fine.
You want to talk about little old me? Why, whatever for.
Who am I? What, did you hit your head?
I'm Huckleberry. I've been with your family for many generations, helping in any way a familiar can. I can have conversations.
How old is this cat?
Translate recipes. The works. Seriously, though, I'm feeling kind of anxious. I know it's got to be weird to be out on your own with nothing but a bizarre cat thing to keep you company. I just hope I can make it up to you, you know? Prove my worth. Not just to you, but to your whole family. Well, I appreciate you saying so. But it might not be up to you in the end.
What does that mean? We got some compost though. What's this? How do I get the shovel out? So we grow metal, right? Does the tree get anything we can harvest? What if we channel? Apparently not. Catnip? Used in many concoctions, but most widely known ingredient. Used in many concoctions, but most widely known as an ingredient in plant medicine, such as liquid sunlight. Its effects on felines are weaker than the leaves. Okay. Can I dig up the plant? No. The light effects are cool. With the little rays coming down. We have mail. Avery. This is a reminder that the purpose of the Homestead Arcana program is the delivery of supplemental goods as required by Little Rock Council. Occasions may arise where a shortage occurs, as there's a delicate balance of crops, potions, materials, and other supplies. Under such circumstances, we'll pay you double for the completion of that job. You're doing Little Rock a great service. Remember where you came from, Homesteader. It's what all this is for. Councilman Wilma Narrows. I can send a letter. Ma and Pops, your mother and father, the people who raised you and your brother Zeb. Regarding Huckleberry. Daily limit reached? What? And I can get packages. Avery, we're so proud of you. Ah, I got an achievement. Complete the initiation rites. Alright. Avery, we're so proud of you. Without folks like you joining the Homestead Arcana program, I fear Little Rock's livelihood and Avery, we're so proud of you. Without folks like you joining the Homestead Arcana program, I'd fear for Little Rock's livelihood. Instead, we managed to not only survive but thrive. Pops, Zeb and I are all going to miss you, but we know you're doing very important work, and so we will support you as best we can. To start, I've sent over some of your favorites. Pumpkin pie. Ma. And attached is a
Always
pumpkin
check your
pie.
mail. And your packages too. Never know what you'll get. And make sure to take advantage when Abraham's here so you can sell your produce for silver. Wait, I already said that, didn't I? Look, I know you want to go back into the miasma. Just remember when you're in there that the town still needs you. When you want to go back in there, talk to me. I'll give you a device that'll help you breathe easier.
I'm on my own adventure. Never mind the town. This is a weird, like, interaction thing. Maybe we should grow another ear of corn first. Hey, more vegetables. Nice. I guess we talk to this guy now. I don't think there's much else to do. Where'd he go?
This is a mask for protection. It won't stop the poison from reaching your lungs, but it'll slow it down.
He's like talking at my
Your
knees.
Aunt Matilda found it years ago during one of our expeditions. Again, it's not going to make you invincible, and it definitely won't protect you from the wildlife out there. But it's better than nothing. Anyway, if you're insisting on going out into the miasma, you might as well try and find something useful, I guess. Tilly's old homestead isn't far from here. Maybe you can find her grill. And that way you don't have to keep eating raw apples and corn.
What if I want to eat raw apples for the rest of my life? I think this dude should mind his business. Another achievement! Mask up. Acquire the mask. How do I equip it? Or do I just go in? Ooh, funky. It looks so dumb. Read hint. While hunting for treasure, I passed out at some point. When I woke up, things I gathered were gone. They returned to where I found them. A sign from the sun? Possibly. I'm hopeful that so long as I can get out of here conscious, the miasma won't take the goods back. Alright. What's this? Treasures, fruits I haven't seen in ages, usable silver and linen, even recipes for some things I've never heard of, and they seem to appear randomly without reason. Huck always makes it a point to demonize the miasma, bless his heart, but I don't think he understands how useful it can be. I cannot wait to show him all that I found. I just want to get this grill. We got a seedling. Is it in here? A cabbage. A journal. Examining the effects of miasma spread and corruption have yielded critical results in the efforts to cease its spread. This led to the establishment of the Fielding-Gilbert method. This requires concocting a fertilizer that is poured into a miasma scar, where the inner dust eater burrows into the infected earth and absorbs the miasma. The roots, if able to prosper, also double as a suture for the terrain wound and seal the pocket of lethal miasma bursts. While monumental in the Academy's campaign to eliminate the miasma, the Fielding-Gilbert whatever method is. I got a blanket. There's a barrel, but I can't interact with it. Compost. Tilly, I'm so sorry many moons have passed since my last letter, sis. I've had my hands full with the kids. Avery's already developed a penchant for magic, and Zeb's found an affinity for fabrics. I sense a lot of you in Avery, fascinated by the mysteries of the world, rarely satisfied with the answer given, but always falling into trouble. I know you always wanted me to come with you, but you ought to understand that we have different callings in life, and mine is in looking after these children. I'm sure Huckleberry is treating you well. Okay. It's just a wall. So the grill must be somewhere else? Man, I got my first chatter and it just says cheap viewers on streamboo.com. I don't want to buy viewers. I have what, 1 minute and 40 seconds left? To whom has the means to continue my work, I discovered a way to expedite dust eater growth, combined with the Fielding-Gilbert method. there's tangible hope of fighting back the miasma. Take the specialized fertilizer and pour it down the offending miasma scars. Within seconds, the Dust Eater should bloom and seal the Earth's wound. The world wasn't always like this. We can still heal our land. I need to get rid of some stuff. Maybe the random compost stuff? This inventory method is confusing. Okay, I got a recipe. Another journal entry. Sun blessed my return from the miasma today, though my journey was unsettling. The cloud around me stirred, but nothing was visible through the dense fog. I could only describe what I felt as a presence. Maybe it was the miasma itself. Like something was observing me, like I'd been observing the miasma. My eyes began to droop. Haven't seen Huck all day. I sure hope he knows his way back. Huck finally returned to camp. Apparently he's made friends with some local hoppers and got a little sidetracked. That scammed. I also found remnants of the academy. Studies on combating the miasma spread and mentions of eradicating it permanently. I wish more saw value in their research. It's the light mixed with darkness out here, though I guess that's true regardless of where you hang your cloak for the night. Bless the sun, I made it out of the miasma alive today. I was looking for scars, close to finding one too, I'm pretty sure. Perhaps that's why what happened. It was like my filter clogged, even though it was freshly crafted. After emerging from the crowd, its presence lingered, like I'd brought a piece of the miasma back with me. Huck disappeared again. I trust him to find his way back, but after today, I may ask him to stick a little closer than usual. Oh no, we need to get out of here. Okay, I don't think I can go in the house, so... let's go. We got 1 minute left. M-I-A-M-I, running out of time. We gotta go. I know. M-I-A-M-I, running out of time. Oh, that's not the way. I'm a little lost. Never mind, I think that's the exit. Oh, 30 seconds.
You're back. Do you have the grill? Wait, I know what it is. But how has it stayed intact? It's something your aunt and I came up with. A special kind of fertilizer, but not one you'd use in your garden. You might have seen a scar already. There are these huge cavities in the earth that let out all this miasma. But according to the Academy journals, deep inside those scars are dust eaters, just like the one on your homestead, only stunted. So in theory, you pour this fertilizer into the scar, and the dust eater instantly grows full size, soaking up the surrounding miasma. I said
interesting.
in theory. Truth is, Tilly couldn't get it to work. We didn't know if it was the location, the age of the tree, or what, but it didn't seem to do anything. And she died before we could do any more tests. You're still welcome to try, of course. Just don't get your hopes up, all right, bud?
Why does Bro keep calling me Bud? Oh, I think my character's hungry. Okay, that makes more sense.
How's it going? Yeah?
What about this jar? Okay. So I need to go back in there, but I want to plant these plants I got first. They need a jump. Why can't... It's the tiniest ledge. I should be able to get up. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, there's no jump. That's odd. Okay, there's some lavender. Some tomato. Fun fact, I'm currently growing tomatoes in real life. Get the scar fertilizer. Okay, that's all the plants I can put down. I need to eat more, I think, though. Okay, surely that's fine. Back to our aunt's house we go. I wonder if we can get like upgrades for the mask or something that'll let us stay in here longer. That would be interesting. Okay, where am I supposed to be planting this stuff? Another seedling. Okay, it says in front of a house. That thing down there? dust eater has sprouted. The miasma seems to be slightly less. You're not sure. Perhaps Huckleberry might know more. What was this yellow thing? Sulfur. I kind of want to go in a little though. There's like a little hint thing. We can have a look at it before we continue on. Creatures will attack you. Well, I planned to sneak into the academy to see if there was anything salvageable. But these hoppers, you take one step too close, they attack. I was wholeheartedly unprepared. Ripple would at least let me see their range of sight. I require more corn. Back to Huckleberry again. Why can't you just come into the miasma with us? What's he got to say now?
So a dust eater sprouted from the ground and a wall. That must mean the miasma got a little weaker, right? We just need to make more of this stuff. You still have the jar, don't you? I bet you have enough fertilizer left over. You probably just need to add a little filler. For this level of miasma, I think cotton will be fine. Just liquefy it in the cauldron and pour it into the same jar. That should do it. What I'm more worried about is the filter in that mask. It's a big deal by now. I doubt you'll get very deep in its current state. I guess keep an eye out if you find a way to improve your mask.
Okay. Topics can be used by chatting and writing letters in order to progress quests. Ask someone worldly about masks. I reached my limit on mail though. Avery, hope Huck is looking after you alright. Pops could use some of his snuggles right now. Caught a bit of a cold. He probably needs a break from all of that arcane energy. Zeb's keeping busy with Erica at the village tailor's. Learning the basics, but he's hungry to design. Avery, it's Principal Clerk. I was so proud to hear you were selected for the Homestead Arcana program. Always a talented witch. I'm afraid I have ill tidings. The windstorms have been worsening and the schoolhouse sustained serious damage. We've put classes on hold, and if we don't get enough materials soon, I'm not sure we'll have a place to teach anymore. If you have anything to spare, we could use the help. Ms. Clerk. Hey kiddo. Bit of an oddball, that familiar. I've always liked the creature. Real personable, but it's hard to shake the undercurrent of the unnatural. Huck took a real liking to Tilly. When she left to go live in the wilds, so did he. Keep an eye on him and he'll return the favor. Your ma adores him, misses his help with the flowers. Give him some scratches for us, will ya? Well, I can't send any letters. But the dude showed up.
Morning. Glad to see you're still alive. Hope the mailbird's been working all right for you. Yep. Expect me to come around this time every morning. I'll have an assortment of goods to sell. And I bet you'll have goods you'll want to sell me. I only take a small cut, of course. Most of this will go straight back to Little Rock. Or to town council, anyway. Also, between you and me, Your ma asked me to keep an eye on you. I'm not sure why. I thought that's what the cat's there for. But don't
Who
you
knows,
worry, I
man?
won't say a thing if you misbehave. Not a little kid anymore.
Ah, okay, so the clock reset. So does that mean 1 minute is 1 hour in the game? Yeah, that's a little better than it being like real time. Let's grow this tomato. Ooh, look at him grow. So I got a channel for every tomato I want. A red fruit? Vegetable? No one is exactly sure its classification. Either way, no one debates its flavor. Nom nom nom. Well, let's sell these to this dude.
Morning.
Shop time! Oh, he has stuff to sell me. Milk? Pitchfork? Placeable item. Decorative oat. What? And a stool.
What do you got?
I can sell you 2 ears of
Pleasure
corn.
doing business.
And 2 tomatoes. Oh, I guess and a cabbage.
Keep the change.
Oh, upgrades. I guess that's cool. Can I send mail now? I can. Let's send it to the principal regarding the academy. Hey Avery, I bet you're having an exciting time, eh? I've never been one for the outdoors myself, but that's alright. Your little brother has other plans in life. Oh gosh, that's loud. Speaking of which, I've sent over some Speaking of which, I've sent over some blueprints for a wardrobe and some instructions on how to make a hat. I know fashion is more my area of expertise, but I don't see why you can't expand your horizons a little. Think about it. No one's around for miles to judge your look. It's a perfect time to experiment. Zeb. Attached, we have a wardrobe and a head. And I have a bird. Salutations! Salutations, Avery! This is Little Rock Anonymous, a club that works with the citizens of Little Rock to ensure they receive goods not deemed necessary by town council. From time to time we will send you a posting by one of our fine neighbours. Now, we don't have the funds for monetary or material compensation, but one of our members has Little Rock's oldest pattern book, and will give you pages from it in return. You'll be learning our shared cultural heritage piece by piece. Interested? Here's one to get you started. Whoever said there's too much corn in our town is crazy. Not everyone has to like it, but they should at least try it in various ways it can be served. Oh, I have another... so many letters. Ah, Avery. You were always an inquisitive one. I remember the days you joined my class. Spoke twice as often as you were called on. The academy is not something I have a ton of answers for, unfortunately. The council always believed that they were prying at the forces that ought to have been left alone. If only they found a way to see eye to eye, the knowledge shared between the two could have been immense. A shame. Ms. Clerk. I thought she would have maybe given us some more answers, but okay. Well, we have a wardrobe we can place now. Or make. Either of the two. Should I place it in my tent? That is not possible. We'll put it over here then. I can do a hat. Ooh. I like this one. Oh, you get different outfits. Ooh, I like this. Damn, we're stuck with the same shoes though. How are they already hungry? Okay, well, I've been playing for an hour and 12 minutes. I reckon we grow this cotton. And then have a cheeky look at what achievements there are in this game. And I will call it for now. How much channeling do we have to do? There we go. I think overall these controls are really weird. I'm not a fan of this, like, uncomfortable walking around to harvest stuff. But hey, more stuff grew pretty quickly. Yeah, that's a little odd. The lack of jumps as well bugs me a little. But let's stand here. See, we can't even make up this step because we can't jump. There's no step. Ah! Also, our person hasn't had any sleep yet. And it must be nighttime, so we can't. Bugger. Okay, well... let's stand here. And then have a cheeky peek at what the achievements are. There are 35 and we have 2 of them so far. Let's have a look at the most common achievements. Mask up more, upgrade the mask. Leave miasma with no time left on your mask filter. That doesn't sound too hard. We're gonna just stand there for 3 minutes. Complete a council request. Light up the way using a way marker. This is interesting because not a lot of people have the achievements. The first one I got, which is Homestead Arcana, complete the initiation rites. 28% of people can unlock this. What is the rarest achievement then? This one's my favorite. Have only one plant in your homestead after all plots are complete. Unlocked. What? Does this mean you only grow like corn or something? Is that possible? It's nighttime. They can have a nap now. Apparently it's not nighttime enough yet. Okay, there are a few achievements I think we need to restart a game file for. I want to find that rare achievement. I want to see what people had to say about it. Oh, okay. That doesn't seem too hard. I'm not sure we're anywhere near doing that, but that's fine. We can probably sleep now. Baby resting. And we'll call it there for now. Do we have to manually save ourselves? I think so. Well, I might continue streaming this later and make a big video of the entire thing, like 100%ing it. See if we have anything interesting or funny happen. But that's it for this stream and video. I hope you enjoyed. And maybe I'll see you on the next one. Bye!